My test results did come back with something that is out of the ordinary. Good morning. It is currently 20 to 7 and I have my blood test booked in for 7, and the reason why I'm making this video is because if you've clicked on this video, then potentially you're pregnant and you're about to do your glucose test for the first time and you might be anxious about what it entails. So I'm just here to alleviate any fears and just to share with you what actually happens, because I think the reason why I was so fearful the first time around is because I didn't know what I was expecting. And now that it's my 4th time that I'm going to do it, yes, it's a pain and I don't enjoy it, but I'm not scared of it. I thought I was doing really well. I am literally right outside. I'm about to turn it in and I've realized that I have forgotten my purse. So I am going to race home and hopefully be back here in time for 7 and give you a quick lowdown of what I'm bringing with me. This is not ideal. I don't know how it's happened, but I have arrived like 1 minute after 7. So I'm gonna give you a quick rundown and then show you as much as I can and just the traditions that I've set that have helped this process to become more bearable. So first things is you do need to book this test, and I'm sure that your midwife or obstetrician would tell you that. I have gone to the same place for all 4 tests because the phlebotomists here are so lovely and accommodating. I have hard to find veins and they're very, very good at just giving good quality patient care because you're here for 2 hours. So that's the first thing that I do. And the second thing is I bring a bag full of stuff. So I've got a stool because my legs at the moment, if I don't have enough circulation, they swell up. I've got a good book. I've got a jumper because it does seem to get cold in there. And I also pack a weighted blanket for myself just because I don't enjoy getting tested and the feel of it does put me on edge a little bit. So that's a way that I regulate. And one last tip, bring a straw. You have 5 minutes to drink this glucose drink and it's not the nicest of drinks, and I find having a straw helps me to do it in the time frame because this time of the morning without food, my morning sickness is quite bad. So those are all the things that I bring that help me in the process of getting it all done. So now I'll bring you along with me. I am just waiting outside because I'm feeling quite nauseous. I'm thinking this is probably a good sign that I'm not diabetic because the drink is affecting me. But it's nice to get some fresh air out. You're not allowed to walk around at all, so I've just been to the toilet. This is the key thing. And then yeah, I'm just gonna sit outside for a little bit. And then I think my next blood test is in 10 minutes. So it's been an hour since my first one, and then I'll wait another hour, and then I'll have my 3rd and final test. It's 9:20 and I've just finished up. So it did take longer than 2 hours just because Monday was a really busy day for people to get blood tests and stuff like that. I ended up having an allergic reaction to the plaster that they used. So with my last sample, she did give me a Band-Aid, which is great. I found this test in particular to be a bit hard, like mentally, with the 3 different needles, but it's done, it's dusted, and that's what you just have to keep telling yourself is like, even though it's 2 hours and it's 3 needles and the glucose drink is disgusting, it's not going to last forever, and it's just one thing that you're doing to make sure that if there is any complications, you and your bub can get the best health. When I asked my phlebotomist how long it would take to get the results back, she did say it would take 48 hours, which is a bit of a shame because my obstetrician appointment is actually tomorrow and I was hoping to get them back done in time, but that's okay. It's just something that I'm sure now that I'm on fortnightly appointments isn't going to be too much of a big deal. For some of my friends and family members that have had gestational diabetes, they've told me that when they've drunk the glucose drink that they didn't find anything wrong with it. And seeing as I had a reaction to the glucose itself, I'm hoping that means that everything is all clear, so stay tuned. Today we are heading to the obstetrician for my next baby appointment following my diabetes test. So hopefully today I'll get the results, but if not, I will be able to see Bubby on the sonogram, and I'm so looking forward to seeing how big it is getting. It feels massive. That is 24 and a half weeks, I think I am. So anyway, let's chat more about it on the way up to the doctor's. It is 10 past 2 and I'm running early for once, which is an absolute blessing because it's nice to just be able to take your time. But I feel like in the drive so far, I am getting super nervous and I don't know why. I've just stopped in to get some lunch, so I will talk some more once I've got some food in my tummy. I don't know if I'm anxious because I'm down to fortnightly appointments, or if it's because when I go up to my OB appointments, it's actually the one time that I get to focus on being pregnant and I don't have the 3 kids around me trying to get my attention, and I actually realized that I am pregnant again. I know it sounds so silly, but 4th pregnancy is so different to like 1st and 2nd or even 3rd. So I don't know if I'll get my diabetes results today, but I have a gut feeling that I'm not going to be diabetic just because I got such a reaction to the glucose drink. It really did make me feel quite sick. But now I am going to have one of my pregnancy cravings, which is a Subway, and then head up to visit my doctor. Something that's super exciting in the last 2 weeks, both the girls have felt Bubby kick pretty hard. And I think that's really solidified to them the fact that I'm pregnant. It really is one of the benefits of having older kids, is that they can actually comprehend the fact that they are going to get another sibling joining the family. I'm pretty sure though with Phineas, Amira would have been a similar age to Zoe. And she never connected with it. So it's special that even with 2 younger siblings, she's actually connecting with the fact that I'm pregnant. Zoe is like natural in her motherly response. She likes to come up and she hugs my tummy and whispers and kisses to the baby. And I think Amira's seen Zoe do that and kind of connected with it, which is really cool. It was funny though at church the other day because Zoe was leaning into me and she squished the baby, and obviously Bub was not happy and kicked Zoe pretty hard, and Zoe looked at me and I was like, it's not me, it's a baby. Still feeling butterflies in my tummy, but it'll be a good appointment.
Oh my love, you're such a fragile thing, I know. And with the winter comes the ice, the snow, but I'm here to hold. And oh my love, don't worry about the cold just yet. The trees haven't started to shed. Just feel the summer sun as it warms our bed. I'm lying, and I'm lying when I say I'm not. to shelter you from pain.
Great news, I don't have gestational diabetes. That was so fast because yesterday the phlebotomist said it would take like 48 hours to get the results. But I don't have it, which is lovely. And then I have no extra homework to do between now and my next appointment in 2 weeks. I'm just doing life as a pregnant mama to 3 little bobbies. Now that I'm home, I'm able to talk a little bit more about my appointment, and that is just the fact that my iron levels are low. I'm not technically anemic at the moment, and this happens in every single pregnancy. So I'm just gonna have to get my iron tablets out again and try and get my iron levels up. But it's quite interesting because for the last like 2, maybe 3 weeks, I have been craving red meat. So my body has been telling me that my levels are quite low. I also discussed with my obstetrician about my pelvic floor because I'm really struggling with this 5th pregnancy, and she believes that it's definitely past physiotherapy and exercises. So it'll be interesting to see what we do post-bub to help correct the situation. But I feel like overall it was a really good appointment, and that in 2 weeks' time I will get to see Puppy again. Thanks so much for coming along with me today. Really enjoyed your company. If you have enjoyed it, please give this video a thumbs up. It really does support our channel. Don't forget to hit subscribe and tap that bell so you get notified, because this parenting gig, it doesn't come with a rule book. We only have each other. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye.